this video shouldn't even exist, and I was literally working on the Void Stranger video today. And it's also gonna be very rushed because in like 1 hour I have to leave my house, but I absolutely wanted to share my point of view on this. So yeah, if you still don't know, I play Limbus Company. I played the Lobotomy, I played the Library. It's just a 2D character, okay? She's not gonna go out with you. She's not there for you. She doesn't care about what you do, okay? Today, at 12 PM in my time zone, there was an announcement from Project Moon. Heisho Pack Faust and the Red Shit Sinclair would have been nerfed. Now, if you're unaware, there is another instance of IDs getting nerfed you may be familiar with. I'm talking about Ring Sang. I am not very familiar with how the meta evolves in Limbus Company every now and then, but from what I understood, Ring Sang has always been and is always gonna be a very strong unit. But not everyone may know that the day after release, he got an indirect nerf. A very strong point they had is that they were able to apply every single status of the game. And by reading these, you may think, it's not that strong. Well, let's say that being able to apply statuses meant that automatically every possible passive or ego gift from the Mirror Dungeon which applied to a certain status automatically worked on them. With this little nerf, their ID doesn't count anymore as every single status of the game, but only as bleeding. And also don't misunderstand me, the unit was still strong as hell regardless of that. But why are we talking about this? Because at that point they stated they were never gonna nerf an ID or an ego if it was not for a bug or a glitch. And today we get an announcement about the 2 IDs getting nerfed. That's why I wanted to share my opinion. Now, I don't care about Faust, okay? I wasn't even able to pull her. I cannot say anything to one more! Come on! At one point, it's gonna change something! At one point, there is gonna be a reward for my... But I still think it's important to mention that 1 hour afterwards, the nerf was cancelled. Why? Because the unit was released like 4 days ago, literally. Maybe it's a little bit too rushed of a decision, so it makes sense. What I was not really able to understand is the backlash the game was starting to receive after the announcement of the nerf. Like, you know what they were gonna give us in case Faust was gonna get nerfed? 10 pulls with a guaranteed 3 stars and 300 nominable ego shard, which is basically 1.5 3 stars. The keyword being nominable. Not just Faust, is there any unit in the game you want? You can have them! What, do you think that's it? No! In the next days, they were also gonna refund all tickets, paid lunacy, and free lunacy used for your extractions. Wow, this game is really that greedy, am I right? And also, like, I hate gacha games, apart from Limbus, but like, I find it absurd that I am here defending the decisions of a gacha game, where I'm one of the people which despises them the most! It's also funny because apparently some people tried to pull Faust after the announcement of the nerf because they were hoping to get free shit, but of course, after the cancellation of the nerf, they were just remaining with a very strong unit. Grrr! Stupid company! Now I have a fantastic unit in my arsenal! Now, don't misunderstand me. Part of the backlash is also because they did not keep their promise of never nerfing IDs after release. And in general also because of cancelling the nerf literally like 1 hour after announcing it because of the backlash that the game received. And in general, by reading these, I thought for like 1 second, and I came to a conclusion, a very simple conclusion. They made that promise 1 year ago when Ring Sang got released. You know what does that mean? That for 1 year, they were able to never release something so broken that needed to be nerfed. Like, do you know how long of a lifespan is 1 year for a gacha game? There are some gacha games which never even reach 6 months of life. A lot of things can happen in 1 year. There can be a complete change of direction of the game. I am sure if I went to reconsider most of the promises I made when I was younger, most of them would be broken by now, because I changed. And also, it's not like they robbed you. They were gonna refund literally everything. You were getting more than the stuff you spent for, and you were also gonna get a refund. But in any case, the nerf was cancelled. Second part, Red Shit Sinclair. God fucking damn it, I hate this stupid blonde dude. The only thing I'm able to say to this is thank God! I am not an expert of how to play optimal in this game, and I think you may have realized it by now if you watched my streams. But basically, let's try to make a simple tutorial of how does Rapture work for for who does not play Limbus Company, okay? You inflict that green thing. Every time you hit the opponent, they take damage equal to the amount of the green thing you have. This works for a number of times on the right of the green thing. Red Sinclair, without being present in your team, applied a passive which made it so that very easily you can apply 99 green thing on the opponent. Okay, I was able to apply only 14 the example in here because I basically don't have Rapture units. But what does this mean? That every single Rapture ID which comes out needs to be balanced around the fact that Red Sinclair exists. I think I heard this term in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. It lacks future proof. It's a thing which maybe on release was not that broken, maybe it was good but not broken, but with future releases it may actually become broken. Long story short, it's a problem which sooner or later needs to go away. And if on one side I can almost understand people which complained about this change for red shit, I say finally! Nearly every unit on the archetype relied on this unit and is now dead content and unusable. But that's the point, like, you know Pot of Greed? Like, every deck relied on Pot of Greed, doesn't mean Pot of Greed is good. From now on, IDs which get released are gonna be free! They can inflict how much Rapture they want without needing to be careful to Red Sinclair. But what about the other IDs, those which were already released? Yeah, that's fair, like, okay, some Rapture IDs are gonna be underperforming now, and okay, it happens, like, you know, She Association has been dead on arrival.
This is the She Association.
I love that part. But now, maybe they can change them, they can buff them, but most importantly, from now, every Rapture ID which comes out is gonna be stronger. I don't know, when I read this stuff, I don't see a developer which does not care about the opinion of the community. I see exactly the opposite. Someone which loves the community so much that they may do things kinda impulsively and we take them back very soon. But like, do you see the compensations we were receiving? They didn't want to just drain us of all our money or something. And most importantly, there is another victory to take away from here. From now on, if there is gonna be any other case of nerf in the game, it's gonna first be discussed with the community. But yeah, I have to leave my house very soon, so I have to edit this as fast as possible, and god damn it, Esgo already uploaded his own. Fuck you, Esgo! But yeah, I am just so happy because it's been a while since I wanted to make a video about Limbus Company. I have always played this game on streams, and I have never been able to, like, interface with the community on a discussion level, and of course I chose drama as the first way to approach the community on... Oh, god damn it. This is the worst video on my channel. Whatever, it is what it is. So yeah, you still have your very powerful Faust in case you rolled for her. You don't have any more Red Sinclair, but from now on, you're gonna receive units, if not as strong as Faust, maybe a little bit more stronger than what you got during the Red Sinclair era. But in any case, I think for today that's gonna be it. So, I was Trapolo94, and I will see you next time.